Okay. So our agenda for today is, let's see if someone is on. Okay. So for our agenda for today is kind of we'll first talk about like how to kind of approach a malware case. Okay. So we'll try to understand like as an incident responder. Let's say we are dealing with a malware case, how we can kind of let's say approach that out. So we'll have a high level look at that. Okay. And then the next thing that we'll kind of look at the lab part, which will be we'll try to implement a port scanner. Okay. And port scanner similar to how nmap works and all, so we'll try to kind of implement that. Okay. And then maybe uh, what we might be doing is we will be maybe starting with a disk uh, forensics. Okay. And thing is that for the forensics part, it is possible there are multiple files that kind of I have to share with you guys. So I'll share the link with you. If we are able to kind of uh, go into forensics part by today itself, so I'll share the link from where you can download the stuff. So in that folder, so there will be a specific folder, and in that folder there will be images, some softwares that you need to kind of just um, some software that you can kind of run in the Windows 7 or Windows 10 and any operating system, and kind of just so what those tools will be like, for example, FTK Imager, which will help you in mounting the, let's say, the image of the hard drive or something like that. So we'll try to look at all of those. Okay. So now, so what we'll do is that now we'll quickly start with like understanding a few of the techniques by which, as an incident responder, we approach a malware case. Okay. And before that, guys, do you have any kind of uh, queries from our last call?
No,
If
sir.
not, okay. And the other
Yes.
thing, okay, and the other thing is that we the videos has been uploaded for the 20th of June, so you can kind of get that. And now we have kind of got the, so Google is actually taking some time to process the videos, so that's where there's some delay. But we got the video for 20th of June, so that the team has kind of uploaded, which I see is showing up in the channel, and going forward they will upload the other videos as soon as it's kind of available. Okay. So now the thing is we'll quickly start with some theory part, and then we'll kind of go in the lab, and then we'll again kind of start with the discussions. Okay. So thing is that let me quickly start with the approach, with this one, approaching any kind of malware case. So let me just kind of try to add a heading like inclusion methodology. So the first thing that as a SOC team that we normally do, as you already know, is like we do threat hunting and assessment. Okay. And in this, what I mean is that we kind of let's say we analyze the logs, and we, let's say, we set up certain detections on our company, and this part, doing these things actually provide us with alerts. Okay. So the whole objective is that we try to find out some kind of an outlier in the traffic, in the logs, which point us to some kind of, like, let's say, um, outlier, like which will be like suspicious traffic, and so, that can kind of potentially be a malware traffic, for an example. Okay. So it's all start with an alert. Okay. The next thing is like whenever we got an alert, as you already know, we do a triage. We do a triage of the alert. We try to see if it is like false, benign, or true positive. And the next thing is, let's say, once we have got a true positive case, once we have got a kind of a true positive case, what we do is we do a deep dive forensics. Okay, so these things you already know. So now, based on that, uh, there are three things. Whenever kind of you will be kind of handling any kind of a, let's say, any kind of a incident, which is, let's say, an incident of potential compromise, potential compromise of a system. Okay, so then you will be facing three kind of uh, scenarios. Okay, the first scenario that you will be facing is that you may be dealing with a system, okay, that has active malware in it. Okay, any system which has active malware in it, you will be kind of facing that out. Okay, the next thing is that, so this is like I'm just trying to say that whenever you are kind of dealing with any malware incident, there are three scenarios that you will be facing. The first scenario will be that you are dealing with a system which already has an active malware in it. So the malware is kind of currently executing on that system. So this is the first scenario that you will be handling. Okay. The second scenario that you will be kind of encountering is that system with dormant malware. This means that there are malware in the system, but that malware is currently not active. So by the time you started the analysis, that malware was not active. Okay, it is present in the disk, but it is not active. Okay, so let's say it is like not active, or let's say the execution has stopped, let's say by antivirus or something, but it is like uh, not clean, for an example, not clean. Okay, so the malware binaries are still uh, in that system. Okay, and the third scenario that you will be encountering, which is actually the toughest one, is systems with, let's say, you're dealing with a Microsoft window. So let's say system with Microsoft tools, which has been used by the author to achieve their malicious goals. So the thing is that what I mean the third part is that there is no malware in the system. So this is the toughest scenario. Like there is no malware in the system, no malware in the system, but the tools that are existing on the hard drive, let's say the Microsoft tools, for an example, those tools itself allowed, let's say, the attacker to kind of compromise the system and achieve their goals. Okay, something like that. So these are the only three scenarios that you will be kind of at a high level you will kind of encountering in your SOC career whenever you are kind of dealing with any kind of a malware case. Okay, so I hope this is clear. And what we'll do is that now we'll look at all these three scenarios one by one. Okay, so so let's say I will kind of asking you a few questions now. Okay, um, so let's say you have a system. Okay, and you have, like, let's say you have antiviruses and signatures installed on that system. Okay, antivirus and signature of the malware, signatures of the malware. So can you tell me which of these scenarios, so I'll first give one example and then I'll kind of ask you. So if you have a system which has kind of antivirus, or let's say signature of malwares, you have the signature of the malware, let's say, which is loaded in the antivirus. So you can only deal with these things, with these two tools, only for these two scenarios, the one number and the two number. Okay. So what I mean is that if you're dealing with any incident and where you have, like, let's say the system has the antivirus installed, and that antivirus has kind of the database of known signature of the malware. So using that tool, maybe you will be able to only handle the first